Please help him, dear Father.
Oh, dear Jesus, please help our friend Mr. Bailey.
Please help my son George tonight.
He never thinks about himself, God. That's why he's in trouble.
George is a good guy. Give him a break, God.
I love him, dear Lord. Please watch over him tonight.
Please, God, something's the matter with Daddy. Please bring Daddy back.
Can't help everyone, George.
You're going to jail, George.
It's your funeral, George.
You'll report dead than alive.
Dear God, if you can hear me, if you're up there, show me the way. Show me the way.
You sent for me, Matthew.
Clarence. Yes. There's a man down there on Earth in my sector of the United States, a man named George Bailey, on the verge of suicide.
Oh, poor soul.
Well, it's our job to prevent that if possible.
But yes, I know that.
Clarence, now's your chance. If you can change his mind, you'll be promoted
To angel first class.
You'll get your wings.
A bell will ring for me.
Now, Clarence.
I'll get my wings.
You'll get
My
your
wings.
Clarence.
Wings.
Clarence, are you sure you can handle this? Frankly, you were not my first choice.
Oh, please, Matthew, give me a chance. I know I'm not terribly bright, but I really want my wings. It's been nearly 200 years, and the seraphim are beginning to talk.
Okay, Clarence, you have your chance.
Oh, thank you, Matthew. Thank you.
Help him find a reason to live. Perhaps you can find it in his past. Clarence, I'm going to take you back, show you the 6 most important days in George Bailey's life. Now I'm going to take you back to Bedford Falls, New York State, 1928.
Hasn't changed at all. I bid farewell to Bedford Falls. I got to cross the ocean before I climb the walls and say good riddance to Bedford Falls.
There's lots of things to do here
And lots of things to see.
But I've already done them all. There's not enough for me.
Why did they all stop?
I wanted you to get a good look at this face.
Who is it?
Well, it's George Bailey.
Is he my man?
Yes, he's your man.
Well, it's a good face. I like it. I hope I like George Bailey.
Oh, you will.
But why does he want to leave this pretty little town? All the people seem so nice and friendly.
Just wait and see, Clarence. Now, concentrate. We haven't much time.
Yes, yes.
Oh, hi, Mr. Hefner.
George, I've got a suitcase right here. Are you going on vacation?
Yep, you can call it that, but for me it's the beginning of a whole new life.
You mean you quit your job?
Yep, I worked for my dad for 4 long years, but now I'm going to do what I want to do.
And what's that?
Well, next fall I'm going to go to Cornell. Going to be an architect, learn how to build skyscrapers, bridges, airports, you name it. And then every summer I'm going to travel, going to see the world, every last bit of it.
Wow, seems like you're going to need more luggage. Where are you off to?
This year, Europe. Next year, who knows? Even at the sound, I tingle head right down to my toes. Since I was a kid in knee pants, I've been this way. And to this day, I go a little insane at the sound of the train. Ocean liners give me the chills. Wait until my ship hoists anchor, then we'll talk about thrills. Wind me up and I'll wander everywhere the wind blows. This year Europe, next year who knows?
Well, have a wonderful trip.
Thanks.
Hey, George, going somewhere?
Yep, vacation.
You lucky dog.
Where you go, George?
Italy, baby?
Italy, Spain, France. Yeah. This year Europe, next year who knows? Myself a brand new suitcase and some traveling clothes. We got a passport picture that looks like me.
You better look at the that, George.
You can see.
Yes, I can see
From
from
that
that
extravagant rainwater state of it. Bought my tickets and planned my routes. Soon I board a magic carpet wearing 7-league boots. All my senses are dancing since my horoscope show. This year Europe, next year who knows? Got my Rand McNally 1928 international map. Got my trusty Kodak primed and ready to snap. Smile!
Cheese!
Hey there, George.
Hey Ernie!
Are you going somewhere?
Yep! Tell them!
This year Europe!
Oh, when are you leaving?
Tomorrow morning.
Do you need a taxi?
Yeah, I gotta be on that 8 a.m. train to New York.
I'll pick you up at 7:30. Europe, wow.
That's only the beginning. Every summer I'll be traveling to someplace new.
Oh, take me with you to a place I've never been.
I'll know each faraway land like the back of my hand. First stop England, can't sail too soon.
If I were you, I'd want to sail too.
That steamship whistle, play my favorite tune.
This year Europe!
Ports of call have been calling, and the stars I chose. This year Europe,
This year Europe!
after that, who knows? Well, hiya, Violet.
Well, hello, George.
Say, that's some dress you got there.
Oh, this old thing. I only wear it when I don't care how I look. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Tyler, wake up.
Well, it's about time you got home. You know Harry has his graduation dance tonight.
Well, I had to go pick up my suitcase.
Harry! Harry, I thought you wanted to eat early.
Ta-da!
Oh my, you're all grown up.
Well, you look very handsome, son.
You do. Now sit down. It's about time for supper. Tom, put the paper away.
Oh, we got to wait for Uncle Billy.
Uncle Billy? Ha, I bet he forgot all about it. Buck says he ate down at the diner. Oh, wait, bet's off. Good timing, Uncle Billy. I was almost out of Buck.
Wow. Never mind, Billy.
Oh, just in time, Uncle Billy.
Sorry, Mom, I can't stay. I've got to get there early.
But you haven't eaten yet.
I'm not hungry. Hey, Uncle Billy, you driving?
He hasn't eaten yet either.
To tell you the truth, Millie, I forgot you invited me. I ate down at the diner.
Oh, Billy.
But
Hey, George, you coming down to the dance later?
What, be bored to death?
Come on, big brother. All those pretty girls.
No.
All right. You ready, Uncle Billy?
Y'all not ready for supper?
Actually, I'm not very hungry. I got a little bit of an upset stomach. Had another run-in with Potter today.
Oh, that man. Would you like a glass of warm milk?
That might help.
What did that Potter want today?
Same thing he always wants. Plow us under.
What makes that man so power crazy? You know, I'll never understand men like Potter.
George, when you come back from Europe, would you consider coming back to work at the building and loan?
Dad, we've been all through that. Harry's going to take my place.
He's too young.
No younger than I was.
Well, you were born older.
You know, Dad, I've waited 4 long years to go to college and to do big things, important things. I'd go crazy cooped up in that shabby little office. Oh, Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. It's just this whole business about trying to save 3 cents on a length of pipe. I'd go crazy.
I know how it looks from where you sit, George. But from where I sit, it looks different. Worry and frustration, I've had my share. I wasn't born with this gray hair. Even so, George, even so, I'm one of the lucky ones, one of the favored few, able to earn my bread, getting paid to do what I love to do. My dreams have been simple dreams. I'm one of those lucky souls whose gifts, such as they are, match my goals. Long ago I knew you'd never find me in who's who. Still I'm one of the lucky ones, one of the favored few. I know what I do has value, George, and you know it too. We deal with the same people. It's deep in a man's soul for him to want his own roof, his own walls, and his own fireplace. And we help him get those in our shabby little office. But not without a struggle. And people I've trusted have lied to me, cheated me, broken faith. And then there's Potter. There's always Potter. Even so, George, even so, I'm one of the lucky ones, one of the favored few, able to earn my bread, getting paid to do what I love to do. It pains me some that the dreams I dream seem so small to my sons, but I think they'll see in time that I'm one of the lucky ones.
So am I, Dad. So am I.
Attention, attention everyone, settle down please. I'm Karen Zimmer,
And I'm Harry Bailey.
and on behalf of the Entertainment Committee, it is my great pleasure to announce that tonight we have a special surprise for you. Sam Wainwright is here.
out in a few minutes. But for right now, class of 1928, let's welcome Sam Wainwright, class of 1925.
Well, if it isn't the Cornell Casanova himself.
Come on, Mary. Don't be shy. There'll never be a better time.
I just don't want to look too forward.
Oh, just show them you're interested. Come on.
So, how's Cornell?
Oh, you're gonna love it. The parties, the dances, and the girls.
Yeah, but are the classes tough?
They have classes?
Yeah!
Excuse me, Sam. George, I need you to do me a really big favor. It's Violet's best friend, Mary Hatch. You gotta dance with her. Oh, come on, George. She's had this wild crush on you for years.
Really?
She's a little nearsighted.
But discriminating.
What do you say?
All right.
Hi.
My pleasure.
Hello, Mary. I'm not usually this rude, but then I'm not usually ignored. The name's Sam Wainwright.
Oh, I know who you are.
Turnabout's fair play. And I like to know you too.
Oh, too bad, Sam. Breaks over the paging.
I'll be singing to you, Mary. See you later.
I'm not very good at this dancing.
Well, neither am I.
Say, you want to get out of here?
Okay. Where would you like to go?
Anywhere.
Okay.
And now, folks, the moment we've all been waiting for. Please give a big round of applause for Sam Wainwright and our prom king and queen, Harry Bailey and Violet Dick, as they sing for us.
Would you like to dance with me? Would you take a chance with me? Dance with me. Would you like to dance with me? Change circumstance with me.
light. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? And dance by the light of the moon.
Harry says you're going to Cornell.
Fine.
Harry says you want to be an architect.
Most sought after in the country.
Do you realize how much Harry looks up to you?
Really?
Yes, he said he wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
Oh, that. Yeah, that was a close call. You know Harry, always in motion.
But the loss of Harry?
Sorry, but I can't hear a word you're saying.
Okay, we'll change the subject.
Good.
I'm going to college.
Where?
Cornell.
You know, Mary, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say you're the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
Well, I could say it. Say, let's throw a rock at the old Bramble house.
Oh, no! Don't! I love that old house. Why, it's always been a dream of mine to live there one day.
Live there? I wouldn't live there as a ghost. Besides, they say that if you make a wish and break some glass, the wish will come true. What do you say?
Okay,
You ready?
ready.
Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. What'd you wish for?
I'll never tell.
What do you want, Mary? You want the moon? You just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and I'll pull it right down to you.
I'll take it. And then what?
Well, you'd swallow it and it would dissolve, see? And moonbeams would shoot out of your fingers and out of your toes and out of the ends of your hair. And say, am I jabbering too much?
Yes, why don't you kiss her instead of talking her to death?
Did you wish for him? What'd you say?
I said, why don't you kiss her instead of talking her to death?
So you want me to kiss her?
George.
What is it?
We've been looking everywhere for you.
What is it?
It's Dad. He's had a stroke.
Come on, George, I'll drive you home.
Oh, dear God. Please be with George. George, really don't stop dreaming. Life is wonderful, you'll see. My thoughts go with you now. I send my love and pray Godspeed. For I believe someday, somehow, that you will marry me. You are my destiny. My George Bailey, I've loved you my whole life. My George Bailey, one day I'll be your wife. My George Bailey, my dreams have all come true. Sharing my life with you.
Well, did he die?
Within the month. Now, Clarence, concentrate.
George canceled his trip, of course.
Yes, concentrate. I want to
Did he go to college? Did he go to college?
concentrate. I want to show you what happened the following September at the Bailey Building and Loan Association.
First off, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming on such short notice. Good morning, Walt. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Stuart. Lillian. Okay, look, I'm going to get right to the point. George, I mean no disrespect toward your father, but I've been studying the books, and unfortunately, Tom Bailey was no businessman.
Now, Henry, what the devil are you talking about?
Look at these papers, okay? Look at these papers. We got too many loans out with too little collateral. The building alone is dangerously overextended.
That's just nonsense.
Now we have this, what is it, the Bailey Park housing development. That is another nail in our coffin.
You can't blame my father for that. Bailey Park was my idea.
Oh, yes, like father, like son, huh?
What is that supposed to mean?
That means between the two of you, this business has been run like a private charity.
Now that's unfair. Henry, you're out of order.
That's a serious charge.
It's about time somebody said it.
Simply unfair.
Now, look at the people that we're building homes for, okay? Look, every one of these applications was turned down by the bank. Why? Because it's too risky, that's why. But no, not the building and loan, no. Take any name on this list. I'll tell you, we'll go with the first name. Ernest Bishop, a cab driver. How can we expect him to pay us back on the income that he makes? It just can't be done.
Mr. Potter, I handled that paperwork. Ernie owns his own cab. He's going to work longer hours.
Oh, yeah, a friend of yours.
Yes,
huh?
sir.
Yeah, I see. And suppose he has an accident. Suppose he gets sick. But of course, since he's a friend of yours.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Potter. I resent your implication.
And I resent the way this company has been run. You mark my words, people. The building and loan is a house of cards ready to disintegrate at the first high wind. That is why today I'm making a motion that the building and loan be dissolved.
What?
Yes, dissolved, and each and every one of the assets and liabilities turned over to a receiver.
Sorry, I'm buzzing.
Oh, Billy, he's right. You know he's right. I second that.
Just a minute, Mr. Potter. Are we leaving something out of this discussion? Let's talk about the real reason that he wants to stop the building and loan in this town. In fact, why don't we talk about your real estate holdings, Mr. Potter? No, let's call them what they really are. Slums. Slums. Have you ever been in these buildings that you own? Do you see how people live there? I have. My father may not have been the greatest businessman in the world, but he helped a lot of people get out of your slums, Mr. Potter. These people were human beings to him, not receipts.
Now you see here,
Oh, wait, you had your chance. Why do these people have to wait for decent housing? Wait for what? Do you know how long it takes a working man to save up $5,000? I mean, people like the Bishops, they need decent housing now. You know, while they can live under their own roof and inside their own walls, by their own fireplace, with dignity. You're the board, you do what you want to do. But as for me, this town needs this little institution for no other reason but to help people get decent housing and not come crawling up Potter for one of his fire traps. Come on, Uncle Billy. Lillian.
Just told him, George.
Sure was a lot of yelling.
They're just trying to put us out of business after 25 years.
Well, easy come, easy go. I can get another job. I'm only 55.
56. Here we go. Help on it. Email.
George, good news. The board has come to a decision. They're going to keep the building and loan going.
Great.
There's just one condition. You must take over as executive director.
No, I'm going off to college. Uncle Billy, he's your man.
No!
George, if you don't do this, they're going to vote with Potter.
Don't tell me. I can guess. He didn't go.
Not only that, he sent Harry to college with his savings.
Oh.
Harry became quite a football player, made second team All-American. Now, Clarence, concentrate. I want to take you from 1928 to 1932. During those years, the United States was plunged into a catastrophic depression.
Oh,
The country that was flourishing in 1928 was desolate by 1931. It was as though a mighty engine had come grinding to a halt, and no one knew quite how to make it run. It was a mystery. It was a mystery. The answer lay shrouded in mystery.
Wings, silver wings, wings to fly with. Wings, wondrous things to cleave the sky with. Oh, how heavenly to levitate, oh, blessed state, oh, tree. aspiring. Please help my cause, make me airborne. Wings at the thought, my soul sings. When pride restored, I'd soar, I'd sail. Oh, help me, Lord, I dare not fail to win my win. Life I failed as a farmer, a tinker, a tailor, a painter, a printer, and let me see. As an office clerk and a furniture finisher too, to name but a few. I stumbled my way through life. I stumbled and fumbled and bumbled my way through life. But thanks be to God, now at last, in one broad stroke, I can redeem my past. Oh, how heavenly to swoop, to loop, what joy divine. To plunge, to climb, oh Lord, it's time that joy was mine. I long for wings, silver wings, wings to fly with. Wings, what a glow that word brings. It's a blessing to be in heaven and to worship the King of Kings, but to render complete adoration, giving glory to God in the highest. I need
Clarence, you haven't heard a word I've said.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I haven't.
Where were we?
You were taking me from the year 1928 to 1932.
Ah, yes. From 1928 to 1932, the 4 years in which Harry finished college.
And George?
Collected a stack of travel folders, renewed his passport, and lived for the day when Harry would take his place at the savings and loan. Now, Clarence, concentrate. I want to show you what happened the day Harry came home from college.
Oh.
George.
Oh, the prodigal son returning.
How you doing, big brother?
Doing good. It's good to see you. Glad to have you home.
My turn, my turn.
Oh, Uncle Billy, you never change.
Well, what do we have here?
You remember that extraordinary girl I wrote to you about? Well, here she is. Meet Ruth Reynolds Bailey.
What a coincidence. That's our name, too.
No, Uncle Billy. Ruth here is my wife.
You know I have this bum here. Did you say wife?
Yes. Ruth, meet Big Brother George.
My pleasure. Harry's told me all about you.
It's nice to have you in the family. Congratulations.
Hey, what about me?
Ruth, meet Uncle Billy.
Oh, you're the absent.
Absent-minded one. It's getting worse. I forgot to kiss the bride.
I just can't believe this. When did you find out?
About 2 hours ago.
I can understand why you would want to marry to the Bailey clan. But what did you see in her? Aside from beauty, brains, and talent.
Well, I can answer that. It was sheer gratitude.
What?
Gratitude?
See, my father, he owns a glassworks company in Pittsburgh. And there was an opening in the research department. Not a lot of money, but a good future. So I told Harry about it. He applied and he got the job. So he married me out of sheer gratitude.
Come on, Ruth. She could have had a pick.
Ruth, why don't you help me set the table?
I'll be glad to.
I'll give you a hand.
Harry, what about this job?
Look, I was going to tell you about it, okay, George? I haven't told him I'd take it yet.
Harry, you were supposed to come back and run the business. Harry, this job, is it the right choice for you?
Yes, George, it is.
Well, you know, brother, that Ruth, she's a lovely girl, and I think you should go help her out in the kitchen.
It's good to be home, big brother.
Good to have you home.
George, Harry loves you. Breaking this promise must be as painful for him as it is for you. And as for me, I love you both.
Well, c'est la vie, no?
You know, Mary Hatch is back in town.
Oh?
She broke up with Sam Wainwright. I bet she'd love to see you. Why don't you go say hello?
No, I'm not up to it.
That Mary's a good girl. She can help you find the answers.
Good night, Mrs. Bailey.
What are you doing?
Oh, Mary, I didn't know where I was.
Well, would you like to come in?
Yeah, just for a moment. When did you get back in town?
Tuesday.
You're looking well.
Well, thank you. So are you.
Thanks.
Would you like some tea?
Oh, no, no.
How about a piece of cake?
No.
Well, why don't you sit down?
Thanks. No. I see the house still smells like pine trees.
It does. Right. Oh, congratulations on Harry's marriage.
Thanks.
Well, don't you like her?
Well, yeah, she's nice.
Mary? Who's that in there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
Oh, well, it's late and I think you should send him home.
I can't.
Why not?
Because he's trying to have his way with me. What? Well, you just go home right now.
Mary, why did you go and tell her a thing like that? I didn't come here to...
Well, what did you come here for?
Mary, I was just walking by and you invited me in.
Well, why don't you leave?
Well, good night.
Good night.
Hello? Sam? Oh, yes, just a moment. Mary, Sam's on the phone. He's calling from New York. Hold on, Sam, dear. Mary will be right with you.
Hi.
Mary, how are you?
I'm fine.
I forgot my hat.
Oh, hee-haw, Sam! How's New York treating you, Sam?
That's what I told you about. The deal went through.
Wonderful! Say, there's an old friend of yours here.
Who's that?
George Bailey. He'd like to talk to you. I'll get him. Here he is.
Hello.
Hee-haw! Fine pal you are. What are you trying to do, steal my girl?
Nobody's trying to steal your girl, Sam.
Hey, Mary, grab the extension. I want to talk to you both.
I can't. Mother's on the extension. I am not!
It's all right, Sam. We can share this extension.
You there?
Yes?
I got the financing for the plastic plant. How about that?
Plastics. Yeah.
We're going to build in Rochester.
That's nice, Sam.
Look, we're getting in on the ground floor. You've got to invest. If you don't, it's your funeral, George. This is a chance of a lifetime. Mary, tell old Maltag that this is a chance of a lifetime.
He says it's a chance of a lifetime.
Mary, I don't want any plastics.
Yes, George?
Mary, I want to do what I want to do.
Yes, George?
And I don't want to get married. Not to you. Oh, Mary,
Oh, George. Oh, Jesus! Mary and Joseph!
shoot the works. We're going to Budapest, Spain, and then Rome.
And after that? And after that, who cares?
Oh, Mary, you better hold on to that $2,000. That's starting to give me the hives.
Say, I didn't see Uncle Billy. I suppose he forgot.
No, he called earlier. He's at the building lawn. Something came up and he didn't want to worry you.
Now I am worried. We need to get over there quick. Excuse me, Joe. Excuse me. Yeah, I know. We'll be right with you. Tom, how are you? Mr. Thompson, we'll be right with you.
George, can I speak to you a minute?
Why didn't you call me?
I just did. They said you left. George, this is a real pickle.
What happened? How did all this start?
How does anything like this ever start? All I know is the bank called our loan.
When?
About an hour ago. I had to hand over all our cash.
All of it?
Every cent of it. It was still less than we owed.
Holy mackerel.
Potter just called. He's taking over the bank. They're going to open back up in a week. He said he's willing to guarantee our people too. We're supposed to tell them if they take their shares in with the bank, they get 50 cents on the dollar.
That Potter, he never misses a trick. He's going to miss this one.
George, was it a nice wedding? Gosh, I wanted to be there.
Yeah, it was, Uncle Billy, and you can take that string off your finger now. Okay, folks, it's not as black as it seems. We just heard from Potter. The bank's going to reopen next week.
Next week? Oh, George, I have my money here. And I want it now.
You're looking at this place all wrong, as if I've got the money back there in a safe. Your money's in houses like Joe's and hundreds of houses just like it. You loan them the money to build decent housing, they pay you back when they can. Now, come on, what are you going to do? Foreclose on all of them?
I've got $242, and $242 isn't going to break anymore.
All right, Tom, just step in here and get you signed some papers and get your money in 60 days.
60 days?
Well, that's what you agreed to when we bought your share.
Well, we need to go to Potter. Better to get half to none.
Tom, wait, Tom, people, listen to me. Potter's trying to close down the building alone, and if he does, there'll never be any more decent housing built in Bedford Falls. He's already got a hold of the bus line, the department store, the banks. Come on now, we can get through this thing. We just got to stick together. We got to have faith in one another. I know that things look bad. I know that things look bleak. It's only temporary. Just give the bank 1 week. And don't go run to Potter because you're in a bind. Today he'll give you money, but from there on rob you blind. Don't you see, folks? That's why we've got to stick together. That's what we have to do. Just like we're sister and brother, that's how we'll make it through. We've got to stick together until we're stuck like glue. Have faith in one another, that's how our dreams come true. Now, Joe, you had a shack in that old Potter's field. You paid him all that high rent for such a lousy deal. And have you forgotten last year when things weren't great? You couldn't make your payments, but I let you make them late. Hey, you think Potter would let you keep that house? Not on your life. That's why we've got to stick together. That's what we have to do. Just like we're sis and brother, that's how we'll make it through. We've got to stick together, just like we're stuck like glue. Have faith in one another, that's how our dreams come true.
I've been working over a year and I need cash.
How am I supposed to live until the bank reopens?
I've got doctor bills to pay.
I need cash. Can't feed my kids on Friday.
Well, how much do you need?
Mary, hey, we got $2,000. We got $2,000 and that'll help us keep running till the bank opens up. All right, Tom, how much do you need?
$242.
Oh, Tom, come on, just until the bank reopens.
I'll take $242.
All right, Tom.
Hey, gotta close my
If
account.
your account's still open, that's a loan. All right, Edna, how much do you need?
Well, I've got 300 here, George.
All right, Edna, just until the bank reopens.
I guess
$20. All right, fine. Now you're talking. Oh, Mr. Thompson?
What's your money, George?
Never mind that. How much do you need?
Well, I guess I can get along with 20, all right?
$20.
And I'll
Fine.
sign the paper.
You don't have to sign a thing. I trust you. I know you'll pay me back. All right, Mrs. Davis.
Well, could I have $17.50?
17. God bless your heart. Of course you can have 17. We've got to stick together.
That's what we have to do. Just like we're sisters and brothers, that's how we'll make it through. We've got to stick together until we're stuck like glue. Have faith in one another, that's how our dreams come true. We've got to stick together.
Learn this simple lesson. You need me and I need you.
Need me and I need you.
We've got to stick together.
That's what we have to do. Just like we're sisters and brothers, that's how we'll make it through. We've got to stick together until we're stuck like glue. Have faith in one another, that's how our dreams. That's how our dreams. That's how our dreams come true. We've got to stick together.
Never seen anything like that in my life.
3, 2, 1, 6 o'clock. We're still in business.
We made it.
We made it. Oh, and with $2 left over too. Hey, you got anything left in that
Let's
flask?
find out. A toast to Mama and Papa Dollar.
May they go forth and multiply.
Amen.
Amen.
George, Mrs. Bailey's on the line.
I told Mother I have to call
No,
her
no, no,
later.
no, not that Mrs. Bailey. Other Mrs. Bailey.
Mrs. Bailey, Mary, Mrs. Bailey. I'm Mary. Oh, tell her I'm coming right home.
Congratulations, George.
They did it! They did it! George really is a hero to these people now.
I told you you'd like George Bailey.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. He's a fine fellow. And don't Mary and George make just such a lovely couple? But, Matthew, they gave up their honeymoon money to save the building and loan. What about their plans?
Well, Mary made arrangements for a wonderful honeymoon at the old Granville house.
The old Granville house? You mean where they threw the rocks?
Right again, Clarence. They had a wonderful honeymoon right here in Bedford Falls.
But did they ever get the money back?
No, they didn't. But
Oh.
George and Mary went right on. They rolled up their sleeves and worked hard here in Bedford Falls. And like his father, George helped folks all over town realize their dreams.
Well, here it is, Mr. and Mrs. Martini. Congratulations. She's all yours.
Oh, Mamma Mia! You hear what he said? Me and Giuseppe Martini, I have my own house. No more we living like a pig in Potterville. Pooh! Now we have our own home right here in Valley Park. Bless you, George Bailey. way. You are like a family. I call you Martini, my brother and my friend until I die. Oh, how I thank you. Oh, how I love you. I pray God bless you. My dream came true. A nice place to call my own. Bless you, George Bailey, for home, oh sweet, oh home.
We crossed the ocean with a deep devotion to stars and moonlight, just among eyes wide. We had just the one week, but now we have this. You are a gift to us from heaven above. Oh, how I thank you. Oh, how I love you. I pray God bless you. My dream came true. Oh, nice place to cool my own. Bless you, George Bailey, for a home, a sweet home.
Bless you, George Bailey, oh, oh, sweet, oh,
Henry?
Mr. Potter.
Mr. Potter. I've got these figures that you wanted. Now, the tenants that you've lost to Bailey Park account for approximately $8,000 a month. I figure conservatively that, over the next 5 years, you'll probably lose 20,000. Isn't that George Bailey something?
Yes, he's quite something. Speaking of George Bailey, he'll be here any moment for an appointment.
Oh, really?
A private appointment, thank you.
Well, I'll give you privacy.
Mm-hmm.
Fact,
I want you to...
I'll give you stars.
Oh, come on in, George. Come on in. Please, sit down, sit down.
Mr. Potter, what do you want to see me about?
George, I've been watching you. You know, a few years ago when all the business went south and they hit rock bottom, you and I were the only ones in this town to keep our heads. You saved that building and loan, and I saved the bank.
Some people say you stole the bank.
Oh, sour grapes, George, oh, sour grapes. I did what most people would have done if they were smart enough, but quite frankly, these people aren't smart enough. Now, you, on the other hand, you're smart enough, George. You have got ability, but you are wasting it, my man. Tell me, how much do you make? $40 a week?
45.
$45. Now, if George Bailey were a common, ordinary man, I'd say he was doing just great. But you, sir, are not a common, ordinary man. You are a bright, ambitious, intelligent young man, and you just sit by and watch all your friends go places while you're stuck there at that building alone. Do I exaggerate, George?
What's your point?
My point is that I need a bright young man like yourself helping me run my affairs down at the bank. I'll tell you what, George. Let me think. I will start you out at $20,000 a year.
Dollars?
Yes, $20,000. Just think what you could do with $20,000 a year, George. Just think. Just think. What do you want, George? What do you want? Think about it. Tell me. What do you want? And look at your life. What have you got? Be honest, George. You don't have a lot. Broken down house, broken down car. Being so kind hasn't gotten you far. You may be good, you may be meek, but you can't survive on 40 a week. After the bills have all been paid, not much is left of what you have made. What if Mary had a baby? There goes any change you had. Listen now to my proposal and things won't look so bad. Tell me what you want, anything at all. Nothing is too big, nothing is too small. Come and work for me, I can make you rich. After all these years, you may just find your niche. Just use your imagination, anything you'd like to get. I'll pay you $20,000 and I haven't finished yet. Tell me what you want, don't look at the price. Take your wife to Paris, buy her something nice. Nothing but the best, where to find his clothes. Go to New York City, go to Broadway show. You can enjoy every evening at expensive restaurants. And you can write your ticket, George, if you just tell me what you want. What do you think? What do you say? Listen, my boy, this is your lucky day. Quick, close your eyes. What do you see? It can be yours if you will agree. No more to stress, no more to strain. The building alone is no longer a pain. Everyone else has left you behind. This is your chance to find peace of mind. I know you've had many wishes, and I'm sure you've dreamed some dreams. But you can trust me, future, I'm a man of me. Tell me what you want, let me make it clear. You can do a lot on 20 grand a year. If that's not enough, I'll make it 25. The moment you have waited for is just alright. I know you're not used to money, but living well is not a sin. Go ahead and drop your anchor, George, your ship has just come in. Tell me what you want. Go for something new. I have made my offer. Now it's up to you. I know that you're smart. If you want the moon, sign the dotted line and you will have it soon. Someday you may have a daughter. She could be a debutante. Do it for your family. Do it for yourself. But come on, George. Tell me what you want. Now, is it a deal?
Mr. Potter, I know I should jump all over this deal, but I just...
Look, George, are you afraid of success? I know some men just cannot handle it. But you, George, is it a deal? Is it a deal?
I just need more time to think about it, okay? No, wait. No, I don't need more time to think about this. Mr. Potter, you think the whole world revolves around you and your money. Well, it doesn't. My answer's no.
You'll be sorry, George Bailey, you fool!
Won't you come out tonight? Won't you come out tonight? Hey.
Hi.
Well, how'd the meter go with Potter?
Never mind that. Mary, why did you marry me? You could have had any guy in town, and I couldn't even give you a decent honeymoon.
George, look at me. I've loved you all my life. And besides, there's no one else for me and our baby.
Mary, I love you too, but our baby?
Yes, George Bailey Lasso Store.
Our baby? We're having a baby? I never thought I'd be here. This wasn't in my dreams. I have no explanation for how perfect all this seems.
My heart is overflowing because I am aware that as we share this moment, it's the answer to my prayer. It's a wonderful life, just knowing you love me.
It's a wonderful life, but the best is yet to be.
When I stop to count my blessings, I thank God that I'm your wife, and that we have each other. It's a wonderful life. Oh, George, you've spent a lifetime wishing on a star, waiting for your ship to come in. And how I pray you'll see that what has taken us this far is the love we have that never ends. It's a wonderful life as long as I'm with you. It's a wonderful life, for whatever will come through. Hand in hand together, joy and sorrow day and night, thanking God in heaven. It's a wonderful
Clarence, please, it's George who's in trouble, not you.
Oh, I can't help it. The babies always make me cry. I love children. My wife and I could never have any. I guess it ran in our family. Makes me wonder how I came along.
Clarence, please, it's getting late.
Well, what did Mary have?
A girl,
A girl,
a boy,
a boy,
a boy, and a girl.
4 children. 4 children, 4 children. I'm so sorry. Go on, please.
Well, as you may have guessed, George never left Bedford Falls.
Oh,
He spent the next 10 years trying to keep the building and loan afloat and trying to make ends meet at home. His life changed even little when America went to war in the year 1941.
was George a soldier?
No, he couldn't go because of his bad ear.
Oh, yes.
His brother Harry, on the other hand, became an aviator.
An aviator.
And indeed, something of a hero. He shot down 15 planes, 2 of them as they were about to crash into a transport full of soldiers. Clarence, stop that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sick. Wings.
That brings us to the present.
Yes.
10 o'clock this morning, Christmas Eve, 1946. Now, Clarence, concentrate. In just a few minutes, George's life will be in your hands.
Oh, my.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. When the children rolls proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Violet, I sure wish you'd stay. New York City is just so far away.
Well, I just think it's the right move for me, George.
You know, it takes a lot of courage to pick up and move away and to start over. And I've got a little something here for you.
Thanks, but
Say hello to New York for me.
I'll pay you back every penny.
I know you will. Yes? My name is Carter. I'm the bank examiner. And we've been expecting you.
You saved my life, George Bailey.
That's my mother. She gets very emotional at Christmas time. I'd like to finish tonight. Well, we've got everything ready for you. Uncle Billy is down at the bank making the last deposit, and he'll be back any minute.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha! Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight! Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Ah, Mr. Potter, quite a day.
Yes.
Is this today's paper? Ah, yes, December 24th, 1946. There's a rumor that some local boy won the Congressional Medal of Honor. I wonder who it was. Well, look at that. Lieutenant Harry Bailey's selfless and courageous acts saved the lives of 38 crew members. Just can't keep those Bailey boys down, can you?
Oh, has the older brother George Bailey, has he distinguished himself also with some sort of belated contribution to the war effort?
He most certainly has. And right here in Bedford Falls.
Really?
Somebody had to protect us. Not all the enemy was in Germany and Japan, you know. Thanks for the paper. Good morning.
Good morning. We're all so proud of your nephew. When does he get in?
8 o'clock.
You must be so excited.
Well, I am.
That accounts for it.
For what?
Well, normally when you're going to make a deposit, it's customary to bring the money with you.
Excuse me.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Crown your virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Hello? Yes? Yes, he is. He's right here.
Carter here? Mr. Potter! Yeah, I just begun. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I'll let you know when I'm finished. Uncle Billy, good timing. The bank examiner's here.
I should have my head examined. George, did you give me the money?
I gave you an envelope with $8,000 in it.
$8,000?
What happened?
I don't know. I went to the bank. I thought I had the envelope, but I didn't.
Okay, all right. Where did you go?
I went to the bank.
Okay, did you stop to buy anything?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
But you had a few drinks.
No, well, that was after.
Oh, Billy!
Honest to God, George. I went to the bank. I filled out the deposit slip. I went over to the teller. I didn't have the money.
Okay, all right, calm down. Let's go through this whole thing over again. Now think, now think.
I can't think anymore.
Did you drop it in the street on the way to the bank?
I searched every inch of the street. I went through my pockets 20 times. It's no use, George. I'm no good to you.
All right, Billy, did you see anybody?
No.
Did you speak to anybody?
No. Wait. Yeah, at the bank. I spoke to Potter.
Potter? Oh, Billy, do you know what this means? Scandal, bankruptcy, prison. That money better be in that street out there, or one of us is going to prison. It ain't going to be me. Come on.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings, Lord Christmas, and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Pete, Janie, Tommy, come help me finish decorating the Christmas tree. Oh, Susie, you just come here and lay down on the couch and rest. I just love this old house.
Especially at Christmas.
Daddy!
Daddy!
Hello, darling.
Hello, Daddy.
How do you like it? Bless you. Did you bring the wreath?
Did you bring the Christmas wreath?
What wreath?
The Merry Christmas wreath for the window.
No, I left it at the office.
Well, is it snowing?
Yeah, it just started.
Where's your coat and hat?
I left it at the office.
What's the matter?
Everything's all right. Nothing's the matter.
Okay, Pete. I can't believe how tall you are this year. See if you can put some of those ornaments right there on the top. That's it. Fill in that little bare spot for me. Oh, it's so wonderful about Harry. I bet I had 50 calls today about the parade and the banquet. Your mother, she's so excited.
Must she keep playing that?
I have to practice for the party tonight, Daddy.
Mommy says after the party we can stay up till midnight and sing Christmas carols.
Can you sing, Daddy?
You better hurry and shave before the families get here.
Families? Oh, no. I don't want any families over here tonight.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Did you have a hectic day?
Oh, another big red letter day for the babies.
Daddy, the Ralphs next door have a new car. You should see it.
What's the matter with our car? Isn't it good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse you for what?
I burped.
You're excused. Now try not to disturb Susan while she's resting.
Zuzu? What's the matter with Zuzu?
She caught a cold coming home from school today. She won a flower as a prize, and she didn't want to crush it, so she didn't button up her coat.
What is it? Sore throat? What?
It's just a little cold. The doctor says she's fine.
The doctor was here?
Yes, I called him right away. It's nothing to worry about.
What is it? The temperature? What?
It's just a teensy one. 99.6. She'll be all right.
Yeah, it's this old drafty barn we live in. It's like we live in a refrigerator, so why do we all don't have pneumonia? Mary, why do we have to stay here and live in this old crummy town?
George, what's wrong?
Wrong? Everything's wrong. You call this a happy family? Mary, why did we have to have all these kids?
Daddy, how do you spell frankincense?
I don't know, ask your mother. Jane, stop playing that silly tune over and over. Zuzu's trying to get some sleep.
I have to get ready for the party.
We'll just practice in a few minutes. You can wait.
Hi, Daddy.
Well, what happened to you?
I want a flower.
Wait now, where do you think you're going?
Going to get my flowers. Look, Daddy, paste and the petals came off.
Okay, just give me a second, okay? There you go, good as new.
Thank
You're welcome. Now, will you try to do me a favor?
you. What?
Will you try to get some sleep?
I'm not sleepy. I want to look at my flower.
Well, I tell you what, you lay down right here, and you go to sleep, and you can dream about that flower, and it'll be a whole garden.
It will?
What do I look like, a dictionary? Tommy, stop making all that noise. Jamie, stop playing that piano. You've been playing that all night. Mary, I'm sorry. Janie, go ahead and practice, sweetheart. Daddy's sorry. Pete, I owe you an apology, too. What did you want to know?
Nothing, Daddy.
Well, what's the matter with everybody? Janie, I told you to go ahead and play. Now play!
Oh, Daddy. Oh. George, why must you torture the children?
Mary,
Why don't you just... Bedford, 247, please.
Is Daddy in trouble?
Shall I pray for him?
Yes, Janie, pray very hard.
Me too.
You too, Tommy. Hello, Uncle Billy.
Yes?
Mr. Potter, sir, a while back you were kind enough to offer me a job.
That position was filled years ago.
Mr. Potter, I'm in trouble. I need your help.
Oh, I suppose that's why the man from the DA's office is looking for you.
The district attorney's office?
What's going on, George?
Mr. Potter, by some mistake, we're short $8,000, and if you'll loan me the money, sir, if you'll help me, I'll pay you any bonus, any interest you ask.
You sure it's not a discrepancy in the books?
No, sir, there's nothing wrong with the books.
Mm-hmm. What have you been up to, George? Doing a little gambling, or perhaps you're giving your money to this Violet Vic?
Oh, no, sir.
Well, why are you coming to me? Why don't you ask your friend, Sam Wainwright?
He's over in Europe. I don't know how to get in contact with him.
What about all your other friends?
Mr. Potter, you know they don't have that kind of money.
Oh, I see. So, suddenly I'm not such a, how was it you put it once? A calculated little spider, am I?
Mr. Potter, I apologize for that. That was very rude and stupid of me.
What sort of collateral would I have, George? Do you have any stocks, any bonds?
I've got a $15,000 life insurance policy.
Oh, really? And how much equity is in it?
It's $500.
George Bailey, you know, you used to be so cocky, didn't you? Yeah, you were going to conquer the world. Now look at you. You're nothing but a miserable little failure coming to my back door begging for money. No stocks, no bonds, nothing but a puny $500 equity in some life insurance policy. You know something, George Bailey? You're worth more dead than alive. You know something else? You are going to jail, George Bailey, and I am not going to lift a finger to prevent it. Now, good night.
Mr. Potter,
I said good night.
I'm not sure if you're out there. I'm not a praying man. But God, if you can hear me, I pray you'll understand. I've never been this desperate. Dear God, I'm so afraid. I cannot face the future, the mess that I have made of my life. So please show me the way. I can't face one more day on my own. I'm so alone. I had so many wishes, I had so many dreams, so many wasted chances. Dear God, what does it mean? Now all I see is failure. I don't think I can cope with one more disappointment. Dear God, I've lost all hope for my life. So please show me the way. I can't face one more day on my own. I'm so alone.
Help me, I can't swim! Help! Help! Well, oh, my. Oh, my.
How did you happen to fall in there?
Oh, I didn't fall in. I jumped in to save you.
To what? To save me?
Well, I did, didn't I? You didn't go through with it, did you?
Go through with what?
Suicide, my boy, suicide. I had to act quickly. That's why I jumped in the water. I knew that if you thought I was drowning, then you'd jump in to save me, and, well, you see, you did, didn't you? And that's how I saved you.
Well, how do you know me?
I'm the answer to your prayers. That's why I was sent down here, George.
Well, what are you, some kind of a mind reader or something? Well, what are you? Who are you?
No, I'm not a mind reader. I'm Clarence, your guardian angel.
Well, with the night I'm having, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, now. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous of you to think of killing yourself over money. What is it, $8,000?
See, now, just like that. Now, how did you know that?
I told you, George, I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
Yeah, well, you look like the kind of angel I'd get. Hey, where are your wings?
I don't have any wings, George. I have to earn my wings. You'll help me with that, won't you?
Oh, sure. And how am I going to do that?
By letting me help you.
There's only one way you can help me. You don't happen to have $8,000 on you, do you?
No. We don't use money in heaven.
Well, it comes in pretty handy down here.
Oh, tut.
I found that out a little too late. Turns out I'm worth more dead than alive.
Oh, now you mustn't talk like that, George. I'll certainly never get my wings with that kind of an attitude. You don't know how much you've done. Why, if it hadn't been for you...
Yeah. If it hadn't been for me, everybody'd be a whole lot better off. My wife, my kids, my friends. Say, little fella, why don't you just go off and haunt somebody else?
You don't understand. I have my job to do.
Oh, shut up, will you?
I can see this isn't going to be easy. So, you still think that killing yourself would make everyone just a little bit happier now, don't you?
No, I guess you're right. I guess it'd just been better if I'd never been born.
What did you say?
I said I wish I'd never been born.
George, you mustn't talk like this. You don't, but then, wait a minute. Maybe that's an idea. Hold on. What do you think? Tell me. Yes? Are we on the same page? All right. That'll work. I think that'll work. George, you have your wish. You've never been born.
What did you say?
You've never been born. You don't exist. You don't have a care in the world. No worries, no obligations, no $8,000 to find, no Mr. Potter chasing you around with the sheriff, nothing like that.
Say something in this ear.
Oh, of course, now you can hear out of it.
Well, that's the doggonest thing. I've not been able to hear out of that ear since I was a child. It must have been that jump in the cold water.
No.
Say, how did you know about my ear? Never mind that. We're going to stroll downtown. Wait, I'll stroll. You fly.
George, I cannot fly.
I know.
I told you.
You haven't gotten any wings.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any wings. I can't fly. Let's go in there. You're in for a lot of surprises, George.
Ladies, spare a dime.
Come on, Billy, go.
Hey, buddy, buy me a drink, will you?
Ed, how many times I told you, huh? Don't bother the customers. What's wrong with you?
Mr. Martini, what are you doing?
We don't want to know deadbeats here, okay?
Mr. Martini, that's Uncle Billy. I'll pay for his drinks. Uncle Billy, are you all right?
Hey, look, pal. I ain't your uncle.
You can't buy him a drink, George.
Why not?
You don't have a cent. You were never born.
You ain't got no dough?
I don't know where it went.
Hey, throw these deadbeats out.
No, wait, Mr. Martini, wait. It's me, it's George Bailey. I'll pay you tomorrow.
Pay me tomorrow. Tell Potter today.
Potter?
He's that boss. He ordered this place. Throw them out.
Wait a minute, Uncle Billy! You stay away from me. You're making me all crazy inside. You stay away. Me? Ernie! Hey, Ernie, you gotta take me home.
Where to?
Ernie, come on now. Not you two. You're my friend. I helped you get into Bailey Park.
Bailey Park? There's no Bailey Park. I live in a pigsty across the tracks in Pottersville.
Okay, Ernie, I'll go along with this gag. You just get me home to 320 Sycamore.
There's no 320 Sycamore.
Well, take me to the building alone then.
The building alone went out of business after the crash. Went bust after Tom Bailey died. His brother tried to take over, but he couldn't handle it. If you stay around, you can catch him. He's in town drunk.
Say, isn't that Violet Vick?
Yes, it is. Do you know her?
Yeah, she's a friend of mine.
Well, if she's a friend of yours, I wouldn't admit it in this town. You might get arrested. Look, how about we go?
No, hey, wait. Mary Hatch. Do you know Mary Hatch?
Librarian?
Librarian?
Yes.
Well, is the library still open?
How should I know? I don't get customers.
Mary!
Yes?
Mary, it's me, George.
Do I know you?
Mary, what happened to us? Mary!
Don't touch me!
Mary, listen to me!
No!
Mary! You just stay away from me. I'm going to work this thing out.
Yes?
It's me, George.
George who?
Oh my God, it is true. You don't know who I am?
Should I?
I'm a friend of Harry's.
A friend of Harry's?
Yeah, we're like brothers.
Well, if that's true, you know he drowned when he was 8. Now get out of here.
No, Clarence, that's a lie. Harry didn't drown. Harry was in the war, and he won the Congressional Medal of Honor, and he saved the lives of all those men in that transport.
All the men in that transport died, George. Harry wasn't there to save them because you were not there to save Harry from drowning.
Clarence, what's happening here? I just wanted to be a success. I just wanted to be somebody.
You are somebody, George. Don't you see? You really have had a wonderful life. Don't you understand what a waste it would be to throw it all away? It's strange, isn't it, George? Every man's life touches so many other lives, and when he's no longer around, it leaves an awfully big hole, doesn't it?
It's a wonderful life, a gift sent from heaven. It's a wonderful life, there's a purpose just for you. One life touches one life like a candle burning bright to light the way for others. It's a wonderful life. I just want things to be like they were. I want my life back. I don't care what happens to me. I want my wife and my kids. Clarence, please help me, Clarence. My ring. My ring. Wallet. There it is, George Bailey. 320 Sycamore. Zuzu's Petals. Zuzu's Petals. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Mary!
Mr. Bailey, there's a considerable deficit.
I know, $8,000.
And a warrant for your arrest.
Well, Merry Christmas to you too. Mary! Oh, kiss. Zuzu, come here. Oh, kiss. I know Daddy doesn't deserve it, but if you can't give Daddy a great big old hug. Oh.
Daddy! George!
Mary!
Where are you?
Mary! Come here, Mary. Let me touch you. Oh, you're real. Oh, Mary, you're never going to believe what's happened.
Well, you're never going to believe what's happened.
What is it? Is it Harry?
Well, that's part of it.
What, Mary?
Oh, just wait and see.
George, we're going to be all right.
Uncle Billy, what is all this?
Mary did it. She made me tell her what happened. $8,000. What you got on the phone?
It was a prairie fire, George. People collecting money all over town. Nickels, dollars, dimes. Harry!
I've never seen anything like it.
We drove to every house in Bailey Park.
Oh, they said, what, if George Bailey's in trouble? Count me in.
It's a miracle.
Oh, George, I decided not to go. You need this more than I do.
Hey, George, I got all the money out of the cash register. Come find the key to the jukebox and she's breaking it.
It's been a long time.
Take a look at this, Potter. We're saved.
Wait, hold on just 1 minute, everybody. This is just in from London. Hetner cables you need cash. Stop. I told my office to advance you $25,000. Stop. Hee-haw and Merry Christmas, Sam Wainwright.
I think this case is resolved. Merry Christmas!
Well, Merry Christmas!
Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel kicks its wings.
That's right. That's right. Attaboy, Clarence.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph Thank you.